Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I last did a video. I've been feeling a little bit under the weather with a really bad cold recently. However, I'm much better now, so we're going to look at some photography I did a couple of weeks ago, and we're going to look at a scene mode that I've not talked about before on the Panasonic FZ82. This will be ideal for those people who are just new to the camera and want to learn a little bit more about it. So if you watch the channel regularly, you will know that I'm a fan of the Panasonic FZ82's Artistic Nightscape Mode, which allows this little camera to take some fantastic long exposure night photography. Also, if you use that setting with a ND, neutral density filter, on the front of the camera, then you can also use that to take some really artistic shots, long exposure photography during the day. You can get some great images like waterfalls, things like that, but also the seascapes where you can smooth out the sea, and they look really good. I have got a few videos which I'll put links in the description below, so you can go back and have a look at those videos if you've not watched them already. But what if you don't really want to be carrying a tripod around with you all the time? Then you still can shoot at night, and you'll use the aptly named Handheld Night Shot Mode setting on the camera. So how does that work? Well, the camera takes about 4 or 5 images and then combines them into one image, and I presume that is to cope with the camera shake and things like that, and create a median image from those several images. This also helps because the camera will be using a very high ISO to shoot at night, and that combining 5 images together will reduce the noise in those images. There is one downside to this, is that the camera processes those images in camera, and you will only be given a JPEG image at the end. So there's no raw file to mess about with afterwards. You're literally limited to a JPEG. But that's the trade-off with being able to shoot these images handheld. So as there are plenty of seasonal lights up around at the moment, I went out to a local shopping centre and took along the Panasonic FZ82, set it to Handheld Night Shot Mode, and these are the results. In the instances where the light was pretty good, the camera took some fantastic shots. I was quite happy with those. Where we were straying further out, away from the main shopping centre itself, into pretty much total darkness other than the subjects we were shooting, the camera struggled a little bit, and that's not really a surprise. This is a budget camera. It's not a full frame mirrorless Sony or something like that that can pretty much see in the dark. So yeah, I mean, the results were acceptable. I thought they were fairly good. Don't get me wrong, it is a cheap camera, but I do think that these days with the advances in technology, that some mobile phones may probably do a better job. Your likes of your iPhone 13, Google Pixel cameras, some of the high-end Samsungs, probably with the raft of wizardry that they have on board now, could probably use AI to create some better images. So ultimately, could I recommend that you use Handheld Night Shot? Well, I think If you're after photographic perfection, then you're probably better off with Artistic Nightscape Mode and take along a tripod. However, if you just want to run and gun, you just want to be out there, say you're visiting a Christmas display with the family, something like that, or a market in the winter, and you just want to take some photographs, then certainly Handheld Night Shot is good enough for those, especially if you're just sharing them to social media and it's not a exercise in photographic perfection. So yeah, Handheld Night Shot, useful, close, but no cigar I think in this instance. It's not a bad little feature, but probably one that I wouldn't be using all of the time. As ever, thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give the thumbs up, really helps the channel out a lot. If you're not a subscriber, then please do subscribe, and don't forget to hit that little notification bell next to the subscribe button. That means you'll get to know when I upload any future videos. So thanks for watching, have a fantastic 2023, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.